Right, welcome back to Bikes, Boats and Bits. You'll have to excuse the croaky voice, but yeah, got a bit of a shit throat at the moment, whatever. Something slightly different today. We've got a prop shaft here off the truck, so this very much fits under the bits. What we've got to do is change the centre bearing. So to do that, we've got to split the UJ. So we've got to disconnect this UJ here to get to this nut, take the top off, then we get this then we get the centre bearing off, put it all back together, get the prop back up. We took the prop off first. Didn't think there was a lot of point showing you how to undo 6 bolts, because that's all it is. These are a little bit different to what I've seen before. These got an outer clip, so you basically have to knock the clip back, and then the whole lot should be able to move side to side. So we only need to get these two out. We'll see how it goes. We've got a complete new one ready to go in should we need it, but there's absolutely no play in this whatsoever. So we'll persevere with this then. No, he said.
Spun around here, so you should have your drive point on the back now.
A little bit more there. Right, hook him off. There you go. Right, so this should now knock out sideways, I'm assuming. Try not to damage anything. That's moving about as far as you think it would. Right, that's pretty solid. Did that move? No, is the answer. Okay. I think we might need some there's no crack around it. Okay, I'll try this one again.
Should we take another look at the new one, make sure they do clip off?
Yeah. Yeah, this is very true. Well, I was expecting those to knock out, but it seems either they're well seized in there. Yeah.
Slides out like, yeah.
Right, so these are the new ones. I was to go. Yeah. Yeah, so they should slide off just like this. So well, it's obviously stuck in there at the moment. It looks like we might end up damaging this even. We'll try not to.
Put a new seal in there, even if we take it apart now.
Seal?
There should be a little seal in there, stop the grease coming out.
Only that ring.
Yeah. Good. Go on, I got this.
Right. That's not moving. Right. So the next step is
about there, I would have said, yeah.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Get good grips. Right, after much poking about with screwdrivers and hammers, we decided to stop playing and got big boy's toy, and if you hit it on there, has the desired effect. So you can see that now coming up. And that shouldn't hurt the bearings, purely because you're going in a different direction. They're standing there a treat. Look at that. Right, so it's this half now off, which is good. So we can now get it in the vise and undo this nut. Right.
There's a washer in there.
Yeah. There is.
Pokey. Yeah. Got it.
See, it's just one little tap off of there. While we're at this point, just going to mark it there and mark it there, just in case the shaft is balanced.
Yeah.
So it goes into the same orientation. Bearings are falling in. Right, we're using the new one then. It's alright, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good job we got it. Come on. This might even be a push out job. By the feel of that. I don't feel that's budging anywhere. We'll give it a slap with a big hammer if we can get on it. If you want to keep the original bearings, if you want to keep the original bearings, take them out before you get to this stage because they start flying out all over the place. It's not going, no, not budging. Right, to the press.
To the press. You bash it to your heart's content, mate.
Right, as you probably guessed, it doesn't fit in a press, so we're going to try and do it the more brutal way. Don't know if this is going to work or not. We'll I don't want to knacker any threads up. That doesn't appear to be moving either. This might need a good dose of heat. Yep, it needs a good dose of heat. Right, we had to resort to go next door to use our oxyacetylene, get some heat into it, and come back. And as you can see, we are now off, albeit slightly melted. That's not really an issue. Hello. Where's the rubber stop in the middle start?
You cooked it on, have you?
Eh?
Cooked it on?
No. No, just been slightly belligerent. Need it chiseling there. Yeah, it's all coming down. There you go, we're off. And that's that. We'll give that a bit of a clean up, and obviously we're gonna have to start reassembling. A bit of shite under there.
I know her well. Yeah, you're there.
Right, so we're ready to reassemble, hopefully. So somebody tells me it just goes up there a bit. This one slides on there. And line the splines up. That doesn't look right. Something might be a spline out. That looks better. So we'll just find a level. We'll just check that. Put him across there. And let's bring you down close. We'll check it by going one the other way just to make sure. Yeah, it seems to be about halfway between the two, but my scratch marks, which is those there and those there,
Line up
better in there.
That's where it be then.
Yes. There. So that should. Now it looks like we've got bits missing for some reason, but
Are we?
I say it looks like we have. That's not fully in there. I'm guessing that just squeezes down and.
We razz it up there, put the wheel again and razz it up, that should squash it in, shouldn't it?
Yeah, right, we'll take it outside and rattle it up.
Right, camera.
Got the nut and washer back in, then hopefully this should all squeeze up. Might just have to hold that bit.
I'm not right there, that's too loose.
Just we'll go a bit more, yeah. Solid.
Yeah, she's in there good.
Yeah.
Just looks like there's a bit more metal showing, that's all.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? But I did clean it a bit up.
Yeah.
So maybe not. Oh, that appears to be on, so all I've got to do now is just knock the old cap out of there, which is like so. Haha, he says. Should it want to. There, it's out. We'll see what these holes are like. Well rusty by the looks of it.
There's been some fucking thread lock in there, but
yeah, locked or something. We'll give them a clean out with a bit of wet and dry, not wet and dry, emery cloth anyway. Give us half a chance. So we know when this goes back together, the grease nipple's got to be pointing this way because he won't clear that. So I think before we do that, we'll get this one shifted, and then we can get the whole lot reassembled. So let's find a clip on this one, which looks about there, I think. Of course, everything is covered, absolutely covered in crud. Should we use a little hammer for that one?
Do you want to come out that way a bit?
Yeah, just a little bit. Right,
Get it. Yeah, it's out there. Get it?
So these are the clips that retain it all in. These go on the inside, whereas some of them actually have a clip in the recess there.
I think that's a better system though, to be fair.
When you can find it. To be fair, it had a scratch on the heads for a little while, but we got there in the end. That one. That's the hardest bit with all the crap in there. It's actually finding it. There's a spray.
Here's your lungs, boys.
Some empty ones.
Yeah, look.
Screwdriver to rest on it. Strange, one always comes out really easy.
Have it.
That's the other end. It's that way around that. Yeah. We're at the wrong side of it, no wonder. Now it's going.
You got it?
Obviously how to treat the tailgate. You get my shiny truck. You'll think the world of you.
Where'd you get shiny from?
Well, the sun is it. I'll stand back the other way. the new ones we've got to be a bit careful there. We don't disintegrate the
Innovation.
yeah. Right, let's swap them in the bin. Get rid of all the crap from around it all. So we've got nice clean bearings exposed. We might as well try and stop any crud getting inside of them. First. Okay, give us. I think I've tempted to go for a reassembling device.
It would possibly be a better choice, holding it nice and steady.
You just squeeze them in and
yeah. Put them half in each, put it in the centre, just clamp it up there and they go up even, won't they?
yeah.
You could always put it in your press, have it down up the top and do it gently in the press.
You could. It's hard to do gentle on a 20-ton presser.
Just say you release valve a little bit off. So
yeah, I know what you're saying, but
kickback.
I'm just going to get some Emery.
Emery? Is that thick Emery?
Because Roy can hit it quite a few with them as well.
Yeah.
That's the father and son routine.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Dad, I think I've got it wrong again.
I was watching Love Thy Neighbour the other night.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, I'm going to have to edit that, don't I? Right, what we're doing here is using quite a warm bit of emery because you don't want to start stretching these holes out. What we just want to do is just clean all the debris and detritus out just to get it a nice sliding fit. So if you open them out too much, then you start getting a little bit slumping in before you know it, you've got a knackered prop. I know this isn't the most powerful truck in the world, but even this can throw 140 horsepower. Any bit of slop you've got in the drive line, and trust me, it will. Right, that should be clean enough. So this is tail end. We said we want the grease nipple going that way, didn't we?
Yeah, which you've got to put in that.
Yeah. So try to be very careful there. I'll put it in the pockets and I'll put it away. Raise up, put it in the pockets and nobody sees it blown away. So we've got new snap rings here as well. Which is these.
I'm going to enjoy watching you try to get them on.
And my assistant here has just volunteered to fit the snap rings.
I work the camera.
So anything that's out of focus or out of shot,
It's my fault.
Alright, let's just pamper it in nice.
If you see Earth Sky, I've chucked it at him.
Right, we'll just nip the grease nipple up, then we'll start getting that one in. So that's the grease nipple now in. So what we need to do, very gently, slide him off there. It's opposite. And then there's a long way around, straight off like that. So this.
You need another pair of hands or you want?
Right for the moment, just carefully slide him on the bottom, like so. Push him up as far as it will go by hand. And we'll bring it upwards, I think is easier. So hold that there. I'm just very nervous of any of these bearings moving into place, the needles. That's kind of game over.
See, I have them in down to a certain extent on new ones.
Right, I think we're in. Now, rather than keep dragging the camera backwards and forwards, we're just going to go and nip this in the vise, squeeze it up. And we're just going to take these off as a precaution. Right, we've got this in. We've got one of them is clipped, one of them isn't at the moment. This one's clipped. We just had to put it on the press just to get them equidistant, so to speak, so we could actually.
It needed centering. There was a bit of.
Yeah. Just so we can get the clip in. One went in by hand. Whether this one does or not is another matter entirely.
You don't want to come around there and half that down.
It was to start with. There you go. That's it. So that's that one in. So far so good. Right. Now the fun begins again. This is where it's a little bit more awkward, because we've now got all of that to deal with at the same time. But, yeah. So he's got to go there like so. He's got in as far as he can.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah. I think, because this is going to be quite awkward, because last time we squeezed it in the vise, I don't think we've got that one on.
No?
No. So you've got to be a bit careful for alignment and stuff. Let's go back out here. Where he's there. Let's just see if we can.
Yeah, come on.
I'm just doing this gently because I don't want to knock any needles out.
Hold on, you're not in line on that one, are you? See? There you go.
Right. You might want to clamp that, won't you?
Yeah. You got a G-clamp?
Somewhere. Right, so what we're going to try and do is get a G-clamp or something on there, squeeze these in as far as we can, then if we can have to go at the press, we have to go at the press.
They should fit flush them too, shouldn't they?
More or less, yeah. Right, let's see if we can find a G-clamp. Big enough. Get in there. Right.
Yep. Steady on. No, we're not.
Let's try that. Whack chin. Yeah, right. Coolio. Now we can try and squeeze it.
Just need to squeeze it enough so it can't pop out and sort it out and go. It's going, it's going. Yeah, we're going.
So's my mind.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not difficult.
Ring fan on.
We're probably overloading the clamp by quite some amount.
Yeah.
I ain't going to come off of there now, so.
No, we're good.
Right, we've squeezed it in enough now. So
Yep.
now we can take it to the vice.
It's moving on there. Look.
Yeah, and squeeze it in fully, get it clipped up, and prop's good to go back on.
Right.
Right,
You got it?
got some of it.
You're going to take the camera or leave it here?
We'll leave it here. By the time we've got that in there,
Let's turn the general public off then.
go on, there.
That's on.
Yeah, we've got it this time. So you just pump it, you'll usually hear it cracking through the seals like it just did there.
Yeah, you want a bit
So
more.
you just see, just starting to break out there. So there we go.
There you go. That's it.
That's it. So it's both of those done.
It's going to get reassembled, but the grease going to attach.
Yeah. How you remove the grease gun is to actually put the prop shaft on, put it in gear, try and drive off and watch it fly off. Right. Yeah. So we just do the one on that end.
Yeah.
Done. And we can get this back on.
It's nice to get it back on today.
Yeah. It makes a nice treat.
Well, it's nice, isn't it? It's a nice day. You don't want to waste a good day, do you?
Well, it's a nice treat to have a job you can actually finish on the day you started it.
You know why, don't you? Because your boy's not here. I'll run him down on camera, I don't care.
He watches them, you know.
I know. Would I be good?
Right, so same again with this one. Give it a squirt of this. Get it nice and clean. Especially near the ball valve in the top. So anything sitting on top of that will end up inside the universal joint, which is not what we want. Because you've got a nice clean wire brush, then we'll do the trick. This will struggle a bit like that. Right, let's try and get him on. That clicked on.
You good?
Just start to leak out the end.
Oh, you leaked out.
Yeah, no, it's took several pumps. Took about 3 pumps of grease before it did that, so that's gone somewhere, hasn't it?
In my pocket.
That's not good. That's not good at all.
Oh. We didn't check that then, did we? Hey.
No. It appears we have a slightly seized UJ. Only thing we can do with that. Something like that. I'm not happy with that.
No, you're going to need another one. That's because you said we could finish the job.
Yeah,
We should have
that
kept your mouth
kiboshed it.
shut.
I wonder what's doing that.
took it off.
It must have been. Well, it's definitely not the best, is it?
No, I can move them, but breaking near that grating.
Right.
Try and pump a bit more grease in it.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do. Clean that load off.
Okay.
So, this is how it goes. When you very often get people moaning about how long jobs take, how much they cost. And this is like a fairly straightforward job of doing the centre bearing. Now we're looking at like this end of the prop's knackered as well, but because it never failed the MOT on that, I didn't even think to check it till just now. We thought, well, we'll just pop some grease in it. So we'll try and get some more grease in it. See if never got it moving a little bit. If we can get the
coming out now. Yeah, pump it all over.
Well, there's some black horrible stuff in there, isn't there?
Yeah, there's the seed one, it's not coming out of that one. Don't know when it's not coming out.
Yeah.
That's the issue. See it?
Yeah.
It's not coming out of that one.
We'll free one off. I think we will.
It's always a good sign of telling if the grease don't come out, that's the one that's bugging.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one.
Gonna have to. I've got another one. I'll measure it beforehand. Well, it's worked up till now, isn't it?
We can bolt it up the weight of the prop shaft, won't move it. Yeah? You can't catch it if you put the other end. I'll just tie the bolt so it'll be alright.
Well, I'm guessing that's as far as it's ever had to go.
Yeah.
Look at that. Almost.
Almost.
This is all the way around it, isn't it? We freed this off a little bit. There's some movement in there. There's one side there's still no grease coming out of the bearing. It's going to have to do for now. We're going to have to reassemble it because we need this. It's got to be in for a retest, MOT retest for Tuesday. It hasn't failed on this, it failed on the centre bearing. So I think we're going to reassemble, get the MOT stuff done, then maybe next weekend I'll get another bearing for that and we'll get it done. So as far as this video is concerned, the prop is now ready to go on. So as I said before, working underneath is not really a lot we can show you, so I will leave it at that and say thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next week. Cheers a lot, bye.